So yesterday, one of the channels I follow, it's Montana Outdoor Adventures. He did a video on temporary lighting inside his camper. He has a small off-road camper that he pulls behind his Jeep, and he's putting temporary lighting in there till he figures out what he wants to do. And that's one of the things that was tough for me in here, because I changed the lighting, which is here. Wait, I got my hand pointer. I changed these lightings to something different, and then I've got some USB ports. I've got a regular USB port here, and then a cigarette lighter one underneath to charge one of my charge stations. And then over there, which is behind those nails, I've got a USB port and a cigarette lighter port. And then up inside that cabinet is a cigarette lighter port where my TV is going to attach. But the lighting, I ended up buying 3 or 4 different other lights, and I didn't end up using them. I can't find one of them. It's somewhere. I got a mess here. But this one light here is a reading light, which is hardwired, and it's got a USB port on it, which I'm trying to, double dip, getting USB ports on everything. I used this, I restored a 63 camper, and I put one of these in there, and that was really good. So that wouldn't work with what I need in the van. And then this light here was going to be like my dome light, and it's hardwired also with a USB port, which you can't have enough of that. And that didn't work because I bought the other 2 that looked a little bit nicer, and I had 2 of them, they match front and rear. But I did end up buying these puck lights, and they are rechargeable. I got them off of Amazon. And you can hook them into one of your USB ports and charge them up. I'm not exactly sure how long they last. I think it's 12 hours or something like that. But they have on and off, or you can do it for daylight, or if it has a dimmer built in. But there's several different colors that you can do in different brightnesses of lighting. So that is really cool. And my plan is to stick 1 under the small cabinet by the sink and 2 under the long cabinet by where the cooktop goes, and then use 2 of them for reading lights in the van, right on the top of the headboard. And they're attached by magnets. This magnet slides off, right, and you peel that little tape off there, and they stick to where you want them to go, which is awesome. And then you can hang them. See the little hook? It's got a hanging hook. But I'm kind of copying what my buddy did, because that's a big deal, trying to figure out what you're going to do with your power and your lighting and all that stuff. So I'm going to continue on with the upper cabinets and go from there. So we'll see. Well, that's the most technical part to put up, because there was some pre-existing rev nuts in there. And now I have that to hang on or hang it from, so it's gonna be a lot stronger than just screwing wood screws or metal stud screws into there. And then I'll be able to hit these cross joint braces right here. Cool, here we go. I got the face frame cut out. So I'm gonna sand up the bottom and try and stick that sucker together. I got it built. A little bit of a pain, not too bad. I'd love to paint it, but it's calling for rain, so I don't think I want to mess with it. Unfortunately, it's only noon. But anyways, I'll need to get it all painted and dry, and then I'll have my buddy Michael, neighbor down the street, help me install it. I couldn't wait. I got the first coat of paint on it. The sides, the face frame, and the bottom. Let this dry for a couple of hours. It's gonna need another coat for sure. I put it on pretty heavy. It is actually sagging a little bit. I'll put another coat tomorrow and coat the orange, and maybe I'll be able to hang this sucker. Good morning. So I got the second coat of white on and the first coat of orange, and it was supposed to be clear today and in the low 60s, but they got it wrong. It's a fog dog. So I don't know how good this stuff's gonna dry, but we will see. Okay, there we go. That cabinet is finished. I'm still gonna do a little something with it. But I did this piece here, the cover, and I did this piece here, cover. So let's walk around the other side. The sunshine finally came out from that fog dog there it was today. Ouch. But I'm good with that. I'm happy. It's getting so close. All I have is this, that, and the other thing to finish, and I'll be done. All right, we'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.